I don't remember if I've ever had a product where I cannot stop laughing about it long enough to just tell you guys what it is and get the video started. Like, I literally almost have tears running down my face. All right. Hey everybody, it's Bunny, and it's everybody's favorite day of the week. The day of the week when we ask ourselves, does this thing really work? And today, in celebration of VLOGOWEEN, boy do I have a horrifying one for you. It is called the Flowbee. It is in fact a vacuum cleaner hair cutting system. So just let that sink in. I cannot believe that this product is real, that it exists, that it's sold on Amazon Prime. Just so many questions running through my mind like a speeding bullet train. If you guys will remember, a couple of months ago, we tested out another Does This Thing Really Work item, which was called the Revere, and it was a vacuum cleaner. Well, it was like a vacuum cleaner, a hair dryer, a vacuum cleaner hair dryer. And a lot of you guys brought up a Wayne's World joke that I have not thought about in a really long time.
It's sucking my will to live!
It never occurred to me that that was like a real thing. This was like one of the OG as seen on TV items. This came out in 1986. Wayne's World came out in 1992. So I bet they literally were making that joke and spoofing this exact item. It was a doozy watching the instructional video for this product. It's like 16 minutes in length, but the first 2.5 minutes of the video is just this amazing 80s music. They say things like,
and of course with kids these days, kids are willing to do that these days.
Not me.
let's pop open this bad boy, which is a resounding $165. What's inside? I'm excited. I'm overjoyed. Instructions. Look at this kit. They actually tout a lot of stuff about this product, that somehow you can get a full efficient haircut in 2 minutes, which just sounds terrifying. If you're cutting your own hair, please take longer than 2 minutes. Nothing wrong with cutting your own hair. My mom used to cut my hair for me when I was a young child. Just please take more than 2 minutes. This thing, large finger protectors, a bottle of lube. And we've got this thing, which looks like it could be my new pet snake. Then you've got these things, which are the clear spacers. This is how you select like what length and style you want to create. There's this one on the end that does like more of an angled look. Supposed to only have to press in the middle. It's supposed to be so easy. The last thing that you get in here is wall adapter. Also, we got the vacuum cleaner behind us. Of course, you can't have the Flowbee without a vacuum, and you can have a vacuum without a Flowbee. I don't know where I was going with that slogan. I just kind of want to keep this forever and just like have this in my videos. I feel like I'm like an old-time radio host. Hi, welcome to Graveyard Girl Radio. Tune in for all your favorite spooky hits all month long. Here's where we get to the perhaps disappointing portion of the video. If you're a masochist or you just want to see me do damage to myself, I don't know. Like, if you thought I was going to be cutting my own human hair that took me 30 years to grow out of my own head, I'm not that dedicated to the views. That was the other reason why I thought that this product would be perfect to test out in the month of October, because I have a wacky wig that needs trimming. I think that my actual Halloween night Halloween costume this year is going to be Lydia Dietz. I found on Amazon like a cute, cheapy little short version of her red wedding dress. I feel like most costumey type wigs are disappointing to me. They're overpriced, they're not that great quality, they don't look very realistic. I passed on purchasing the Lydia Dietz wig, and I thought that I would create my own by Frankensteining a couple of wigs together. I've got two here. This one I did not know when I purchased it. It is actually real human hair. Surprisingly cheap for real human hair. So I have this one, and then I have this shorter, more wacky, crazy one, because my favorite thing about Lydia's hair is how she has that almost like little like messy ponytail bun thing going on the top of her hair. I feel like I can just stack the two on top of each other and then maybe even add a couple of stringy extensions at the bottom. It could use some trimming. I'm going to put on this wig and we're gonna get to cutting, and it's gonna be a very exciting adventure. I feel like right now I'm one of those Instagram beauty accounts where they look like they're like holding their hair hostage with scissors. You guys know what I mean? Like this is the thumbnail and they're like, ah, and then like the moment you click on, they're like, no, 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 not doing that. I'm just gonna brush my hair and put a treatment conditioner in, but I'm just clickbaiting you guys with scissors. I'm gonna still take that thumbnail though. Oh my God. I was like nervous for how loud it's gonna be. Wait, how did they seriously film this infomercial? Because every person's hair that they cut, I never hear that.
And then just take your Flowbee.
Look at that. We're just gonna add a couple drops of lube. I'm supposed to turn it on to just kind of let the lube work its magic. Get sucked in there and spread out evenly. They do say that you don't have to put any of the spacers on at all. If you just want to trim off dead ends, you're supposed to not use any spacers and just take this thing and, you know, gently kiss it up against the ends of your hair. The spacers seem a little bit more of a risk-free option. They actually show the people like putting their hair in here as a measurement for how much would get cut off. It's hard to demonstrate without the vacuum helping me suck the hair in. All of this length would be saved and it would only like cut off the tips. They say the key is to not follow the curves of your head. You're supposed to move all around the head going like that and not to like go like that. What we have to do now is turn on both pieces. We have to turn on the vacuum and we have to turn on the Flowbee. They do recommend to start out with the longest or the longer guides and then move in with some of the shorter ones if you want to take more length off, which I think is just great advice for like when you cut anything, because you can always take more off, but you can't add more hair back onto your head. I'm so nervous. Honestly, I feel like I'm sweating even though this is like not my own hair and it's just an $11 wig. Oh, something about that just literally like, ah! Whoa. Okay. I'm really starting to think that this spacer is way too long for this wig because so far it's kind of like a no change doctor. I almost do feel like it would be helpful to have somebody else do this for you so they can kind of see what's going on. They did show both ways in the infomercial. Like they showed people cutting their own hair and then they showed like demonstrations on other people. But I really do feel like, especially if you have shorter hair, which is what they showed the device being used on the most, it's like so hard to see like the side of your head and to keep cutting. Oh geez. Okay. I feel like we made contact that time. What is that? What is that? I kind of feel like this is bogus. Like definitely a little bit of something did get cut off. I don't know why it started making that vastly different noise. I want to see some real results. Here goes nothing. I have like no spacer on. I'm gonna tell you what my goal is. Like I really don't like how this is like flipping out here. I feel like that's what I'm gonna try and cut off a little bit because I would like for it to stay choppier. Anything happening? Oh, gee. In my humble opinion, I just find this thing a little bit scary. Like, I personally would not feel comfortable using this, obviously, on my own human hair. Like, can you guys imagine what my hair would look like right now if I had just been willy-nilly doing this to my own head of hair? And it's like not even cheap in my opinion. Like, you can't say like, oh, I just paid $60 for the Flowbee versus like getting, you know, $100 haircut. Flowbee, haircuts for the brave and possibly deranged. Oh, it started to suck too much. I'm giving myself a very sucky, oh my god, my real human hair is coming out of this wig cap. And it starts to actually suck and cut the hair. It's kind of like an unpleasant pulling feeling, and that's even on like a wig. As it cuts, it almost gets like a little tangly at the end. Like, I constantly feel compelled to run my fingers through it. What is my final Lydia wig gonna look like, you guys? I feel like this wig still has a lot of work. Leave me your thoughts and opinions down below. I would love to know, do you think the Flowbee is funny? Would you dare use the Flowbee on your own hair or the hair of anyone that you love? Would you use the Flowbee on the hair of thine enemies? So many choices. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I'd love to hear them, and I'd love to talk back to you guys. Did my own hair survive? I'm kind of scared. I'm already kind of like, due to too many sassy buns, I feel like my hair on either side right here is like thinning. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swan family, and give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!